welcome back to our channel. I'm Elizabeth, the Southern Gmoregals. We're glad that you're here, and we're participating in a 5 for 5 challenge today that's all lemon themed. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
So my kids love these little Starbucks coffees or frappes in a bottle. So we have tons of these. So I'm using these for my DIY. All I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it with this white chalk paint. Now you want to take the sticker off of here too. I forgot to say that first, but remove the sticker from your jar, then paint it. And I'm going to use these little wooden stickers that I found from the Dollar Tree. We're using the round circles on the top and the little slices for our lemon. What's really cool about these stickers is you can actually see the lines through there, so you can kind of see what a tracer go around. So really easy to do, really simple. Don't get frustrated with painting. You'll see the little slice there. I actually didn't like the way that looked. I just wanted to show you how I was painting the round circle. So I'm actually going to flip the slice over and use the back side so you don't see those seeds through there. And I'll show you exactly how I painted these. If you watch the wreath part of my video here, you'll see how I painted the slices and the round circles. All we're going to do once your slices get dry is we're just going to hot glue them onto these sticks. I had these left from Easter DIYs that actually had little eggs on them, and those came from the Dollar Tree. And these little blue lilacs I purchased from Walmart were 99¢. And then the blue plaid ribbon I got from the Dollar Tree. Just tied a little sweet bow there onto your jar. And I am going to use some of these little eucalyptus. They were 99¢ from Walmart. And I'm just using 2 little pieces in my jar. So I'm just going to arrange everything in here and add my lemon slices. Moving on to my next DIY, I'm just using this frame or this picture I purchased from the Dollar Tree. And then I have these little fabric wedges that I purchased from Walmart, and they're 99¢. And they have some awesome fabric at Walmart. I'm not a great sewer, but I love some of the fabrics and the prints. Definitely check those out when you're there. And they're only 99¢ for these little wedges. And it has a lot of fabric in the little wedge. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Mod Podge down on this piece here. You want to put a lot of that. And then we're going to put our fabric on there. I cut out a piece of fabric that was pretty close to the size, and then I'm going to flatten that out and then put some more of the Mod Podge on top of that. Friend Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World, she actually did this on one of her 4th of July videos. She put the fabric down with the Mod Podge, and I love the way that those turned out. So this is really a simple way to use the fabric in some of your designs. So I'm just putting a lot here. We're going to add the fabric on top, and then we're going to apply some more on top of the fabric. Once all of this dries, then you're good to go. I just went around my edges and trimmed off a little bit of the excess, and then I'm going to put my fabric into the frame. And look at this, what I'm using for my lemons. I found these little footballs. Who would have thought? These are only like 50-some cents at Walmart. The 2 on the ends I purchased from Walmart, and then the one in the middle is from Michael's. So there's a little slightly different shape in them. So that's why I wanted to use 3 here for this DIY. And all I'm going to do is flip those over and paint them, and there you go. You got a lemon. I'll use my hot glue gun to apply these onto the frame, and then I have another fabric wedge that's green fabric with polka dots on them, and that's what I'm going to use for the leaves. And I'm using some of the Mod Podge to apply these to the lemons, and then some of them I'm putting on the back of the frame there. Now we went back and added some of the wooden letters from the Dollar Tree. I just painted those white with the white chalk paint, and I used my glue gun to attach those to my sign. DIY number 3 has my heart. This is my favorite one in the video. I hope you enjoy this one. I purchased this wreath from the Dollar Tree, and then I purchased these round wooden circles from Walmart. They're about $1.67. I purchased 2 packs, and I think there's 6 circles in each pack. And then we took a couple of the circles and we cut them in half, so I have some slices. I use 4 of the slices. I'm going to follow the same design that I used in the previous DIY with the Mod Podge, applying the fabric to the circles. And then once that dries, I'll just trim around. So I just cut that in a square, applied it to the circle, and then I applied more Mod Podge on top. And then once it dried, I just went around and trimmed off the excess. So I'm going to paint 3 of the circles, the light yellow. That's where I'm mixing the white chalk paint with the yellow. And then I'm going to paint 2 of them just the solid yellow shade, so it's a little bit darker. I'm using the white chalk paint here I'm going to go all the way around my circle and make a line. And then we're going to make some X's to make our slices on here. And this is really easy to paint. You don't have to be a great painter to do this. It's really simple. Follow step by step. My friend Sarah from GGB DIY, she had some beautiful lemon DIYs. We did a collab together, and I love the way she painted them. So this is real similar to her design. It's really simple. So once you get all your circles, you're going to go back and I'm just going to make an X, and then I'm going to make some other lines to add my other slices. This is your design, so you can design this however you want. So you can put as many slices in here as you like. I think I average maybe about 11 or so little pieces in here. They're not all the same. They're all a little bit different, and you wouldn't expect a lemon slice to be all the same. So make it your own, make it unique. And have fun with it. Painting is really a relaxation for me. I really enjoy it, so don't make this hard or difficult. Have fun while you're doing it. Don't get stressed out. Once you get all of the X's in here, or the slices that you want, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and kind of make a curve here at the top. Kind of take out that corner there so it's not so sharp and give it a rounded appearance. So that's what's going to give it that lemon slice look. Again, this is really easy to do, not difficult, and it gives it such a great effect. I love the way this turns out on this wreath. And once you go all the way around making that curve in there, I'm going to go back and add a couple little seeds, and you can put however many seeds you want. I just really made a little dot in there for my seeds. And then I'm going to start on my slices there. And the first thing you saw was the rounded arch, and then it really following the same kind of steps here, just making the little triangles. And then I'm going to go back and do that rounded part. We want to take out that corner so it has kind of a rounded arch there around the bottom. And on my first DIY, the jar DIY, the little small slices, this is the way I went back and painted that one. I flipped over when I painted the back side, and I followed the same pattern. I made the little triangles, and then you're going to do that rounded edge down there to make the slice, and add however many seeds that you'd like. I'm just going to use my glue gun here to apply my slices to my wreath, and I just kind of laid out a pattern. I only have 4 of the fabric, so I wanted that to be kind of behind the lemon. So you want to just be sure when you're laying your pattern out that I put the lemon slices on top of that fabric. That gives it a great contrast. I love the way this looks. This is so sweet. And I wanted to make a little bit of a bow here, so I'm going to use a buffalo plaid ribbon, and then I have a yellow ribbon with polka dots. I had these left from a bee DIY that I made. I purchased that ribbon at Walmart, so I'm just using both of those strands together to make a little bow, tying that together with some floral wire and putting that on top of my wreath. And then I'm using one of the small circle slices from the jar DIY, and I'm going to hot glue that right in the center. We're really excited today to be participating in the 5 for 5 challenge. That's where you make 5 DIYs for $5 a piece that are all lemon themed. So we want to thank all of these ladies for hosting the challenge. Their information is listed down in our description box along with the playlist. So check out the other crafters that are participating in the collaboration today. So I want to say thank you to Missy, Jackie, and Emily for all allowing us to join the challenge. And let's get back and look at how my wreath turned out. So for DIY number 4, I have this round wood circle I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to take some wood putty and fill in that hole. And then I found these little wooden cars. and this is what I'm using to make my riser with. So we actually pop the wheels off. You may have to get a little pair of pliers to pull those apart. And then the little heads of the little drivers there, I'm actually going to pop those out with a pair of pliers. And when you pull those out, they actually have like a little stud there, or a little, almost kind of like a little nail there. And I actually just twisted it out. So you can see the one on the right, it's still there, and the left, I twisted that out. And all I'm going to do is use some wood glue, and I'm going to glue the little bead there onto the wheel. And I kind of felt bad about dismantling a toy. It's absolutely terrible, to be making something out of it, but it's okay. It's all wooden pieces. I just hot glued those onto the bottom, and I'm using the white chalk paint. I painted it, and then I'm taking that fabric again, the same type of design. I'm using Mod Podge I applied first, and then I'm going back and smoothing it around, and then I'm going to put a top coat on that with the Mod Podge, and then I'm just going to trim the excess off around the edges. I purchased lemons from Michael's in my previous lemon DIY video, but since we're on a limit here, or a budget, I actually found these at the Dollar Tree, and it's cool. It's a little pack of plastic play fruits from the Dollar Tree. So I actually had a lemon in here, so that's the lemon that we're going to put on our riser. And I ended up painting my lemon. I just wanted to tone it down so it wasn't so bright, so I just used some of the white chalk paint with the yellow to tone it down a little bit. For DIY number 5, I'm using this paper from Michael's, and I think this, I want to say it was like 76 cents a sheet. I can't exactly remember. It was right around $1. I actually use this in my other DIY too, and all I did was I cut out the pieces of the lemon. I found this little black sign from Dollar General. It was only $1. So all I did was I cut up my little lemons. I positioned them around there like a wreath. And then I'm using these stickers that I had left from my Mother's Day DIY, and I just painted the letters for hello. I painted those white with some white chalk paint. I'm going to use the Mod Podge to apply the paper, or apply the lemons. I'm going to put some of that on the back, position it around there like you want, and then I'm going to go over all of it with Mod Podge. So simple, only a couple bucks to make this. Anyone can do this really easy design. Here's everything together. We want to thank everybody for watching today. If you're new to our channel, we'd love to have you subscribe, turn your notifications on so you don't miss any of our upcoming DIY videos. Everything's budget friendly here, simple to do. Leave us a comment. Let us know which one that you like the best. We want to say thanks again to Jackie, Missy, and Emily for allowing us to join their challenge today. Don't forget to check out the playlist. We're also going to link some of our other DIY videos down in the description box. And we're new on Instagram, so check out our Instagram page. The link is also listed down in my description box. You'll see some of my crazy fishing pictures where I caught the biggest fish I've ever caught in my life. So check that out. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.